Andrea, welcome to Food Without Borders. Today we'll be making a creamy pumpkin and chickpea or garbanzo soup. Now, I have really fond memories about this recipe because this is one of the few recipes that I have learned from my father. Although this recipe, when I was growing up, was a stir-fry version, and I really enjoyed this recipe because it was sweet because of the pumpkin, and I really love sweet recipes. I love sweets. And this is my rendition to my father's stir-fry. So let's get started with the ingredients. So folks, here I have a can of garbanzo that has been rinsed in water. I have a can of pumpkin puree. Do not confuse pumpkin puree with pumpkin pie filling. If you're looking for pumpkin puree in the store, look at the back of the label and you will see that it has to be only 100% pumpkin, no sugar, no squash, no other added ingredients. However, if you do not find pumpkin puree, I have a recipe of it in my blog that I will link in the description box. I have some shallots here. I prefer using shallots over onion because they're a little less pungent in this recipe. I have some finely chopped garlic and ginger. For spices, I have ground clove, ground cumin, ground coriander, cinnamon, cardamom, and paprika. I have some coconut milk, and this is 1 can, and this is the regular coconut milk, and some salt to taste. Now, the measurements are all on the blog, and I will leave a link to it in the description box. All right, I have this heavy bottom pan that comes with a lid heating up on medium heat. And to this, I will add a little bit of avocado oil or any oil, odorless oil of your choice. Let that heat for a little bit. This should take about a minute or two. It's already hot. And to this, I will add the shallots and the ginger garlic. Let it saute for a couple of minutes until they turn translucent. And now add the spices. Saute the spices for a little bit until it blooms. And this should take like a minute or so. And really, you don't have to add a lot of oil in this recipe because you have the fat from the coconut milk and you should be fine. To this, I will add the garbanzo or the chickpea and saute it for another minute or so. Now to this, I will add the pumpkin puree. Stir this in as well and let it cook for 2 minutes. And I have turned the heat to a low, which is somewhere between 3 and 4. Now to this, I will add the coconut milk. I am going to put the lid on and let it simmer for about 2 minutes. Now that's the final step. Add some salt to taste and then mix it in and let the soup simmer for another 3 to 4 minutes. And then this would be ready, and I will see you in the front for the tasting. Let's do the tasting. Of course, where there's pooja, there's always a little mess. And here, I forgot to leave some coconut milk, but I have very little, so all you have to do is swerve it in like that, and that makes it look really pretty. This is such a great soup. It's sweet because of the pumpkin. The mellow coconut peeks through. It's a great vegan recipe, and if you are new to Indian cooking, this is something that you can try because it's so simple to make and it hardly takes less than 10 minutes to put together. Everything comes out of a can, which is wonderful. Give this recipe a try. Let me know what you think. If you haven't subscribed, hit subscribe And I will leave a link to the written version of this recipe in the description box, and I will see you next week. Bye.